which is why we respect so much the individuals who step forward without needing to be called. And this year I have the privilege of honoring Avi and Elisa Ossip. Yes? I never thought of them as the perfect couple, but they very well might be. This year I've had the privilege of working with Avi on the educational programming in the shul. And what's amazing is he's so far ahead of the game on everything. I always think, oh, I should send an email reminder to Avi about this, and when I opened my inbox, I discovered that he has already gone ahead with it and sent me a reminder of the things that I need to do as well. Things get done so quickly without even asking. Moreover, I would add that not only does he plan educational programming, but he's also a client. And he makes it his business, really, to continuously grow in learning and takes every opportunity that's available to him. Elisa has stepped forward so often in working on behalf of our school, but also in what I would call de facto rather than de jure chesed. Unheralded and unplanned, but essential to what makes our community run, with her generosity and her outreach that she has to others in such a modest way, but nonetheless, everyone who moves in, and ourselves included, are very much beneficiaries of her chesed. What has impressed me perhaps most about the two of them, though, is the unique role that they play within our community as uniters. They bridge generations, hashkafot, different sports teams, and are one of the primary ingredients in the glue that really keeps our community together. And so it's with that recognition that we, the proud friends, family, and neighbors of Elisa and Avi Ossip, come together to honor them as indispensable members of the Plainview community. Mazel tov. Guest of honor, Young Israel Plainview 40th Annual Journal Dinner, March 25th, 2012, 3rd of Nisan, 5772. Presented to Elisa and Avi Ossip with sincere gratitude and appreciation for your exemplary leadership and devoted commitment to our community and shul.
Thank you, Rabbi, for those kind words. Lisa and I would like to thank the entire Journal Dinner Committee. We know from experience how much work goes into an evening that's as beautiful as this one and putting together a journal that is so classy and so professional. Lisa and I often speak with one voice, not just the Kiddishly we do. Tonight, unfortunately, unless she changes her mind, you'll only get my voice. But fortunately, Elisa rewrote this speech. Before I go on, I want to thank Elisa. Any work I did for the shul, whether by holiday seating or taking care of the bills way back when, was enabled by Elisa shouldering the burden at home. And all the work that Elisa did for the shul was enabled by her shouldering the burden back at home. I also want to thank a lot of people who are, in some cases, staying up past their bedtime, patient to stay till the end of the program for this, but they'll be dessert and sucker dancing afterwards also to make it worth your while to stay through my speech. And some people are came from as far as Philadelphia and have a long trip back. We really appreciate that. We'd appreciate even more if someone offered Adam a ride to JFK tomorrow morning at 5:15. If not, I'll do that. 22 years ago, Annie Cohn formally welcomed us into the YIP family with this dinner. It has her, I assume, handwriting inside. So, okay, it was a year after we moved in. and we happened to be at her house at the time. And her exact words, I believe, were, oh, here's your dinner. But we nevertheless felt very welcome. Larry generously allotted me 10 minutes, but we all know the number 7 has special significance in the Torah. In fact, if for nothing else, the Young Israel of Plainview has become famous for the 7-minute initiative, which I'm pretty sure means that no speech can be longer than 7 minutes. Well, it started out that way, at least I thought, but then shifted to something much more important after the rabbi waxed poetic, using the New York Giants as a metaphor for all life lessons. World champion New York Giants. I was rooting for them. Of all our little contributions over the years, the one I'm most proud of is this single piece of paper over here, which I can't open up now, the last year's journal. In the years that I chaired the Journal Dinner Committee, we started a new tradition. We included a page that listed all of the shul's past honorees. It is easily the most important page in the journal. Everyone should look it over. It's right by page 2 or 3, I think, of this year's journal. It is easy for most anyone being approached as an honoree to feel unworthy. Then I realized, no offense, but this is not the Hall of Fame. Not everyone on this list will have their uniform number retired. It is a long and important list of many people whose actions reflect a deep concern about the shul and the broader Plainview community. In most cases, as in ours, the honorees reluctantly decided to accept the spotlight for one special night in order to help raise money and bring attention to how important our shul is to our community. Nevertheless, in looking over this list, it is still humbling. It also makes me a bit uncomfortable to see so many obvious names missing from this list. And you all know who you are. Tonight you can relax. I am not going to call you out, thanking you by name for declining the honor so Elisa and I can have our 15 minutes of fame. But this experience will motivate me to stay involved in the future, to see to it that those more worthy than us join us on this list. The annual dinner is not really about the honorees. This is a feel-good event where we all celebrate our collective commitment. It is the participation of each and every person that creates and enhances the shul experience. Now that the journal dinners are being recorded, I will try very hard to resist the temptation to stay home and watch the condensed version later at night on the Somac webpage. I'd be too afraid someone would tell me the results of the raffle and ruin the whole thing with me. And there's a Seinfeld reference in here too, but you have to wait for it. Some might view me as a wandering yid. On the same Shabbos morning, I often attend multiple minyanim. And okay, in the past, sometimes multiple shuls. And of course, there are my multiple seat locations within the same minyan. But I know that my makom kavua is in Plainview. No matter where we wander within YIP, it feels like moving about in a family-run bungalow colony. You can leave your kids anywhere and feel secure, even when you forget to bring them home from shul. I felt more secure than Elisa did, but you can't feel safe. One Yom Tov, when Elisa and I were in the hospital tending to Elisa's father, someone asked, "Who is watching your children?" "What do you mean you don't know? Your children are 3 and 5 years old." And Elisa replied, "We're lucky, we live in Plainview. When we get home, we'll find them." And clearly we did. So I have 1 minute left. 1 minute left to talk about how important YIP is to the communal life of Plainview, how it is a comforting anchor to our daily and weekly cycles. any thought I come up with will have likely been expressed more eloquently by an honoree in years past. But I assure you, I could not have plagiarized, as I was not paying attention. Sociological studies have often been cited by rabbis in a self-congratulatory way. Traits linked to regular synagogue worship include a healthier and less stressful life, hard to believe, I guess, a willingness to be more altruistic, smart, that's an SAT word, as well as inspiring greater philanthropy, another one. Well, why is that? Is it a causal relationship, or do people who have been blessed with those traits also desire to participate in communal worship? Was it an awareness of these personal benefits that motivated our rabbis to impose the halachic framework of the minyan? After all, a communal gathering is required to fulfill many aspects of tefillah, as well as communal education through the weekly reading of the Torah, and of course, Navi. That's as far as I got. I hope I timed this right and ran out of time. If not, I'm tempted to say, yada, yada, yada. I'll let someone more worthy fill in the rest. Elisa and I are thrilled to be sharing the spotlight this evening with Liz and David Wilkes and Cora Lessner. They have dedicated their time to strengthening our community, not only by making sure our shul is strong and vibrant, but also in plain view as well. And with the proper resources and commitment of our community, someone soon will be able to fill in the yada, yada, yada.
At this time, Shella Cohen will be representing the sisterhood in presentation of flowers to our honorees.
You know, he probably